Some Starbucks drinks hit 500 calories. Burning that off takes a 1-hour workout. That does not mean the drink is evil. Drinking calories is fast. Burning them back off is slow. And if your fat loss plan is, I'll just do cardio later, the food usually wins. This is where people get trapped. They turn fitness into a suffering contest. If they are not gasping, sweating, and regretting their life choices, they think nothing is happening. But fat loss is not awarded to the person who suffers hardest. It goes to the person who can repeat the plan long enough for the trend to move. So let's kill the first myth cleanly. Cardio is useful, running is useful, intervals are useful, but none of them turn a messy diet into a clean cut. A workout can open a small calorie gap. A sweet drink can close it. An extra dessert can close it. One "I earned this" meal can close it before you even cool down. That is why the better question is not, how do I punish myself for eating? The better question is, how do I make the body easier to manage after I eat? And this is where walking becomes weirdly powerful. Not because it melts belly fat, because it is easy to repeat when your willpower is low. After a meal, glucose rises in your blood. Insulin helps move that energy into fat cells or muscle. If you sit completely still, your muscles are basically waiting in the parking lot. But when you walk, those muscles start asking for fuel. They pull more glucose out of the bloodstream and use it for movement. That is the simple trick. Not magic, just timing. In a randomized crossover study of people with type 2 diabetes, 3 10-minute walks after meals improved post-meal glucose more than one 30-minute walk taken whenever. Dinner showed the biggest difference. That does not mean everyone needs a medical glucose protocol. It means the boring walk after food has a real physiological job. It turns eating into a cue to move now, not a reason to punish yourself later. And the benefits are not only about fat loss. Regular walking also supports heart health, blood sugar control, sleep, mood, and anxiety. That matters because a fat loss plan is easier to repeat when you feel better, not just when you burn more calories. Health agencies like the CDC and WHO both point to physical activity as helpful for mental health, depression, anxiety, and overall well-being. Walking is not punishment. Walking is the easiest movement habit to repeat. The other reason walking works is that it usually does not create a recovery crisis. You can walk after lunch and still train later. You can walk after dinner and still sleep. A brutal cardio session can be fine if you recover from it. But if it makes you hungrier, more tired, and less active the rest of the day, the math gets messy. Walking is different. It stacks. 10 minutes after breakfast, 10 after lunch, 10 after dinner. That is 30 minutes without changing clothes, psyching yourself up, or declaring war on your knees. And it feeds into the part of fat loss people ignore, non-exercise movement. The energy you spend standing, pacing, taking stairs, parking farther away, and not outsourcing every step. Researchers call this NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. The name is ugly. The point is simple. Your daily movement outside the gym can vary by a shocking amount. Let's summarize this into a simple method you can actually repeat. Here is the 12-week version. 3 levels. Weeks 1 through 4. Own 6,000 steps. This is your baseline. Make 6,000 steps feel normal and anchor the habit with one 10-minute walk after dinner. Weeks 5 through 8. Move to 8,000 steps. Add one more easy movement slot. A lunch walk, pacing during calls, stairs, parking farther away, or a few minutes of mobility. Weeks 9 through 12. Average 10,000 steps. Not 10,000 every day. 10,000 as a weekly average. Some days will be lower. Some days will be higher. The average is the scoreboard. And do not worship walking. Walking is just the easiest option. Yoga, Pilates, dancing, cycling, sports, and mobility work all count. The point is to move more without turning your life into a punishment program. If your schedule is chaotic, use lazy steps. Pace on calls. Take stairs when it is realistic. Park once instead of circling for the closest spot. Small moves count when they compound. You can also use movement as a mental reset. A walk after dinner, a few minutes outside, or an easy loop around the block can break the sight scroll snack cycle. A 2024 systematic review found walking can reduce depressive and anxiety symptoms across different walking durations, frequencies, and settings. Judge the plan by the trend. Not one sweaty workout, not one perfect day. Watch your waist, your body fat trend, your steps, your energy, and how easy the plan feels to repeat. Eat, move, repeat. BuffMeter can help with that. Scan, compare your check-ins, and see whether the work is actually changing your physique. Link is in the description.